Sorry, I just had to yawn.
You cannot yawn. This is only day 9 of India.
I know.
I thought day 9 was yesterday.
Was it?
I don't know.
Who knows anymore?
No, because I think I wrote day 10 today was what I was just doing. So
day 9.
our trip is 11 days in, I think.
Something like that.
But I think it's day 9 in India. In India.
In India. Today was exhausting, but in a good way. It's a good exhausting.
It was warm. That's what made it. It's about 85, 86 today.
86. And just, it's, I don't know if stressful is the right word, but you have to be 100% on when we go on field trips, you know. So today was field trip day with the kids. And there's just a lot of components that you have to make sure work, and just the transportation, everything. It's a lot of.
So this morning we didn't have to be to school early. So we all kind of got up early because you're just used to it, and so we had a little extra time. And none of us wanted to make eggs this morning.
No, it just didn't feel like an egg day.
It just felt like I just want some yogurt and cereal.
Well, I didn't really want the yogurt though. That's the thing. I was like, I'm still feeling a little phlegmy, and eggs aren't gonna feel great, and yogurt's not gonna feel wonderful. So I was just trying to figure out, what to eat. And I was like, well, I'll just maybe make some cereal. I ended up making yogurt anyway, and then I threw it in the trash because it tasted a little spoiled.
The problem is there's 3 of us, and he makes enough yogurt for 5 people and brings it
Every
day. Like,
We have what?
did we
5 bowls
yeah,
of yogurt
exactly.
in the fridge.
We don't need yogurt every day.
No. So I threw that bowl away, and then I poured some cereal. And I thought, well, we have a bag of milk from this morning. I drop at the front.
Which is funny. It's a literal bag of
It's kind
milk.
of like the mozzarella blocks, the fresh mozzarella cubes. It's kind of like that, but it's milk. So I cut that open. Well, first I dumped out the old pitcher of milk that had been there since we got here, which somehow didn't smell. I smelled it, and it didn't smell sour, and I thought, oh, that's kind of strange. So I poured in the new milk, and I poured a bunch of milk into my bowl, took my first bite. Just kind of sat there for a second, tried to swallow it. It was like I went up to a cow, said good morning, and then just went in for the udder. I could taste the cow that gave me the milk.
That's what you said. You're all, I can taste the cow.
And then you smell the pitcher and you go, you can smell.
It smelled like a barnyard.
Yes. That's what it
In
is.
the milk.
It's milk so fresh you can
And then
taste
you
it.
wouldn't try it.
Oh, well, no, I'm not dumb.
I wanted you to try it. You would have made me try it.
True.
He wouldn't even smell it.
No, I don't want to. No, it stinks.
It did really smell like a
It
barnyard.
smells
So,
bad.
yeah, I really want to smell it.
Barnyard
For the
and milk.
experience.
Yes.
Come on. That was my morning. I didn't eat breakfast. It's okay.
And you just about break your teeth every morning on your granola.
Yes, my granola that has fruit.
It's basically
Fruit
like
magic.
Yeah, but it's like gummy bears that are stale.
They're
From
hard
3 years ago.
with drops of super glue on them. So as soon as you bite down a barely on them, you're committed. Your teeth are
I
stuck.
can't get my teeth on. That's so good. So you basically have to let them melt first before you can chew it because
No, they don't melt.
no.
You just spit them out.
Oh gosh. Then we made it to school. It was uneventful. Our Uber was good this morning.
Good, got here.
It was clean.
Actually
and-
came right in front of the house today.
Yeah, first time. Which was great because, we were lazy. We knew we had to walk a bunch today.
Yeah.
I'm just finding the Uber, we're going to rough it and ride it like the Nationals in the bus. But, I'm finding the Uber price
Nationals
versus...
use the Uber.
They
It's
do.
fine.
It just says it's door-to-door service.
And the bus isn't like last time.
The
It's
buses
not
are-
bad, but the
they're
buses are
really
full.
crowded.
Because there's no AC buses hardly running at all.
I think they run it every half an hour now. So
Yeah, they probably just save them up so they have.
during when we were here before, it was hot season, so they
Tons of AC buses.
yeah.
I won't say tons, but there's a lot of them. Yeah.
Well, we got a seat.
At least every 10 minutes, one would come by.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd said no to the first one, or we missed that first one the first day.
No.
It was like 40 minutes before the next one came. We almost had to ride a gypsy bus.
Yep. Ended up at school. Kids arrived. Had assembly, which is always fun. I enjoy the assembly.
Yes.
We're learning the dances now. Mark and I were dancing
you guys
along.
did.
Yeah, we did the motions to the songs. Fear not, for I am with you, fear not.
It's good stuff.
I like the stomping. Not. And then we got to have Miss Sarkar say, children, those going on the photography, do not embarrass your school.
Do you understand?
Do you understand? Now come in my office and I will tell you again. And that's what they did. They went in there. I went in to grab the backpacks and she was already like, you will listen to the teachers or you will be thrown out of the program.
Great field trip.
It was so fun.
So it started out talking about like just kind of the stress of
Yeah.
navigating. So, you know, that Howrah bus station, train station area. It's what did we figure? There's a million people that go through there a day.
It's stressful enough to do the
So
photo walk, but to then take them to the bus station at the Howrah rail
just
station.
the amount of buses going through there, and it's not like an American bus system where everybody's queued up and lined up. I mean, these things are just literally this way,
With a bunch
rolling,
of auction callers.
pinching,
Naming
pinching,
stuff off.
and you're in charge of 15 kids, trying to keep them together without getting pinched off. It's a lot of.
And I'm in the back with 4 girls that have to walk 4 abreast and talk to each
Yeah,
other.
you're in the back pushing. I was pulling today.
they were
pushing, and Amanda's in the middle
So
again.
slow.
They were so slow, and it was like I'm watching the buses come together, and I'm going, hurry, 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 hurry! We're not going
This
there.
is always a scary point when
Yep.
you get stuck in that pinch. That
I just kept seeing your head. Luckily, in India, we're actually tall.
That's true.
We're
Even
very
I'm tall.
We're very average at home, but in India, we're tall.
Yep.
It's like, oh, Steve's still there.
But it's funny. I was so intent on finding that AC bus this morning
You walk by it.
that I walked right by it. Right? It was
Yeah.
like,
I was like, oh, okay.
And I'm yelling at him, but you can't hear
No,
it
you
at
can't hear a
all,
thing.
man.
and so like I can't remember if it was a Nash or Abhishek that says, "Sir, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm waiting for the bus." And then you walked at the same time or something, or maybe
I
you.
did,
So
and I was like,
"What about
"Steve,
that
what
AC
about that
six?
one?"
Oh, there, the one right next to us, yes. And then you went on the right side of the bus. You walk down to get on, and it's
Yeah.
like, no, these are right drive buses, so the door is on the left.
That's right.
Oh, I got to go all the way around. It's just funny.
Which actually worked out well to be the last person on the bus because I got to stand by the door.
The door. Made it to Victoria Memorial, and actually that guy did us right, the ticket taker.
He did.
So it's crazy. It's just, I don't understand why. I think we talked about it last night. Actually, it's just the pricing of tickets if you're not an Indian.
Yeah. They charge us anywhere from 40 to 60 rupees to ride the bus, and then they charged all of us 20 rupees today to go further.
Yeah. But like this one to go to Victoria Memorial is 30 for the garden.
Oh, yeah, to buy the
Nash-
tickets
yeah,
for the garden.
for the garden. 500 for
Bus.
us, right? Which is, it's like $8, right? The difference between, basically 50 cents to $8.
Yeah.
That's a big
Because we got to buy
uptick.
3 of them.
So, it's like this guy.
I said 3 teachers.
You did the right
and
word. We said 15
kids,
students,
yep.
right?
3 teachers.
And 3 teachers, and he's like
18?
Yeah, 180.
Yep.
So he charged us the national rate for us 3, which is great. Saved us $20
Yeah.
in American money. But it's just a really nice park area. It's
It is.
beautiful.
Because we didn't have to worry about the kids.
We're all closed in. They can do whatever they want.
Yep. And what do they want to do?
So
They just want to stop the second you walk in the gate and just take pictures of themselves.
which today,
Who cares?
perfectly fine.
But they did that. But what was cool is you're like, look at that. and they were all walking like to the edge of the water and getting down, and they were actually taking pictures
they were
of
taking
Yeah.
photographs.
photos. They
were
weren't
not
just
taking
snapping.
snapshots.
Yeah, they weren't. They were thinking.
I loved it. Like we talk about some of these kids that are like, sir, look at my picture, look at my picture.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing a big difference in some of these kids' pictures
Yep.
after weeks of lessons. I mean, that's pretty impactful. I think you can.
And like one of our worst students as a photographer, Ranjit, terrible photographer, but
Right now.
it was so fun to watch him today
He has a ball.
because he sees everything.
Loves it.
We were all sitting there playing today, just hanging out on the grass.
Fountain.
Yes, it was like, fountain! It just turned on, a fountain turned on. He's like, sir, may I take photo? It's like, go ahead. And he went off by
But,
himself.
looking at his pictures today, he was using rule of thirds.
He was.
He had a lot of good shots.
He did. He's always crooked, but it's
So am
okay.
I.
It'll work
I'm
out.
always crooked too, so.
But no, I just love the fact that kid is just experiencing life through a photographer's eyes.
He's got joy. I mean,
Yeah.
one of our themes, right, was joy. That kid has joy. What's really cool too is I heard a bunch of the kids talking about love and joy.
Yeah.
Right? We're having joy today, sir. Today gives me joy. How cool is
Yeah.
that?
I love my friends, And you, I think, got one of the coolest things you said. The
Yeah.
girl said to you.
I was walking with Dipti. I walked with Dipti actually a lot today, but she said,
You have to say Dipty. Say her name, Dipty. We love Dipty.
she was walking and she says, "Ma'am, I feel as like today I'm just here with my friends. I don't think I'm here with my teachers." And I was like, she goes, "I can feel that." And I was like, "That's good. I'm glad this doesn't just feel like a class." She goes, "Yes, this is good."
Yep.
But she's
awesome,
having
man.
a lot of fun.
They think of us as friends, not as teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
I think it's because we're weird with them, and all their teachers are just like,
Yep, they're all strict and always trying to be.
And we're always good.
And then when you see the teachers by themselves, they're as goofy as the kids. The girl, those ladies.
Yeah.
They're like a bunch of little teenagers in a room. But as soon as they go out to the kids, it's like, oh, I have to be an adult. I have to yell at them, slap them.
Which is too bad. I cannot, it's run like strict British rule, I guess, but it doesn't need to be.
No,
Because I
it
see
doesn't.
these kids, they're motivated by different things than kids used to be motivated by, right?
Yeah, fear isn't
Fear is
their
not
motivation anymore.
Their motivation is doing cool stuff, getting ahead,
Yeah,
social media,
yeah.
so.
Because so much information's available to them
Mhm.
now that.
Well, they can see the whole world, right?
Huh?
5 years ago,
Yeah.
kids could not see the world. They didn't know what it's like in
Now
the
they're
US.
sitting there going like, wait,
They didn't know what it's like in Europe.
yeah,
Europe.
you don't need to slap me.
Yeah, life's different because they can instantly see what every other kid is like right
Yeah.
now. So we walked around that whole Victoria Garden.
Yeah. This is about 3 miles or so.
Sat on the lawn for a bit, played some games. That's fun. What's the game called that you played?
down by the banks.
Down by the banks to the hanky panky.
Mhm.
They like that.
Where the bullfrogs jump.
From bank to
bank.
bank.
With a something and a bunch of weird words.
Eeps and an ipes and an opes and an ops.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Then we took the walk to Domino's.
Seems so long.
It really did
It
seem
was
long. I don't know
long.
why it seems so long.
I think it's because we just had to stop a bunch.
It's because we were trying to
Because we don't walk that
Drag-
slow. That's why.
drag
I think
those
so.
girls.
That
along.
was like slowest I've ever walked. Just, every time I would turn around, I eventually had to stand behind them. But even at that, it was like
push.
4 steps and I stop. 4 steps and I stop. And it's too
Finally got
much.
there.
We did. And we had bought some pizzas.
I have no idea how that pricing worked out. It was
Yeah.
weird.
But it was
But the
okay.
pricing was not as weird as the pizza. We had Domino's the other day from that same place.
It was good.
It was. It didn't taste exactly like home, but it tasted like pizza.
We think there was a loss in translation when, well, you said I want a cheese pizza, and then she was like non-veg, and you're like, no. She's like, oh, you need the veg, and you're like, well, then just give me extra cheese. And so she was like, extra cheese?
So
And I think every pizza
had it, but it's not like we think, cool, I get more mozzarella cheese,
No.
which everybody loves mozzarella cheese.
It was like bland Velveeta.
It's a cheese disc that they put on top of the dough. It's a disc. I saw them put it on.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, because it's not like, it's like you said, it's like white nacho cheese. White slimy nacho cheese.
Yeah.
And the problem with it, not only does it taste weird,
Doesn't adhere to
your
the-
pizza, every bit of the
Slides
topping
off.
slides straight off. So you're left with
Yeah,
soupy white nacho cheese and crust.
yeah.
I ate one piece and the crust, only the crust of another piece.
Yeah.
So I had no breakfast. I had a piece and a crust of lunch.
And I still don't figure out. So the lady at the end, she goes, "Okay, sir." She was trying to sell me these molten cakes that they
Yeah.
have, right?
Yes.
It's a special. It's
She's like, the deal that you're getting.
you get them for
49
rupees
rupees
each. I said, "I don't want them." Okay, no problem. They're normally 99 rupees.
Yep.
So like, I don't want them. Fine. So at the end, she goes, "Okay, you qualify for the deal, and you get the 10 moltens." I don't want them. It's the same price, sir. You just said they were 49 each. Suddenly, I don't know.
Because we bought 10, somehow it got to, I don't know what it was.
And
but-
we bought bottles of Pepsi for all of them, which I think cost more than the pizzas alone. But you know what? It's all worth
and
it.
it wasn't that much money. We're
It's
talking
not.
60,
It's
70 bucks for
20 people.
18 people to eat pizza and have soda. But it was so good just to be in there with them.
It was good to be in there. I would say the pizzas.
No, the pizza wasn't good at all, but to be there with them
Yeah.
was good.
Just hanging out.
Then we waited about 40 minutes to get an AC bus, and that bus was full. And it was pretty uneventful. They were having fun though.
Yeah.
They were singing, but it was so great. Every time they'd hit the brakes, you'd hear "Wah!" all our girls screaming.
Because literally they would fly 5
Yeah.
feet. They'd off the ground. Boom.
Then we'd take off, and they'd fly 5 feet back
Yeah.
to the back of the
Because
bus.
the drive is not smooth, and I don't mean just bumpy. It's just like
Because people are jumping in front of you in the bus, and yeah. So we got there, and getting through back to school, that was a chore.
There's the
Because they were slow in the morning, they were really slow in the afternoon.
and that crossing that street. So that main street coming through Howrah,
Yeah.
which leads directly to the bridge.
It's 8 cars wide
It's 8
of
cars
traffic.
wide, and there is no break, and there's no stop signs, stop lights. Sometimes there's a traffic guy, but he doesn't really do anything because cars just go anyways.
Luckily, I have the superpower. I put my hand up. Oh, it's very scary, but it works.
It does work, but when you're wrangling again 15 students,
Yeah.
that half of them that walk incredibly slow, it's like I don't want these girls to be tagged by
Yeah.
a
One thing that's
motorcycle.
been weird about India this time is we never really saw that many cell phones. Now, like, everybody's got cell phones, and everybody's on their phones, like, reading stuff as they're walking, and that's been really annoying.
It's like that at home though.
It's like that at home, but we hate it when there are people are driving, but these people are literally just bumping into each other. So,
It's the world we live in.
it is. But these guys are doing it in a bus station where you're going to get run over. And
Or they're doing it when they're driving, and then you realize, oh, they're in a right-hand drive car. They're not driving.
Exactly. Why is that little boy driving? And then you realize, oh, he's the passenger. So, then we got home.
Well,
No.
we got back to school,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
were going to leave, and they're like, no, you can't leave yet.
We have to give you your food.
We have to give you your food, because they had bought all this stuff for lunch, which has just been awesome. They treat
Yeah.
us so well. Bought us all this stuff for lunch, and I told them this morning we're not eating lunch there, which
Yeah.
they knew, but
There's no refrigerator, so they have to make it.
so they said this morning, oh no, we have to make it for you because we already bought all the stuff, so you will make it and you can take it home.
And we said, okay.
So fine. Well, I assume they were making it at lunchtime and they were just gonna give it to us. No, they waited until we got back to start making it. So we sit there, and of course, what do? They say, oh, tea. They have to bring us some more scalding hot
Yes.
liquid.
Ooh.
I didn't drink mine.
Yeah, you didn't drink yours today.
Didn't.
You don't want her skin to get too dark. That's what the problem is.
But, so that took us an extra hour.
So we got 6 gallons of soup and rice to take home with us.
Yeah, the bag was like,
It's 4 buckets.
you went to Winco and went through the deli section and picked up, the
Extra large.
extra large everything. The containers are like that big.
Yeah.
We've
But
got,
it's so
we got
nice
enough
though.
rice to feed everybody out there on Russell Street.
Uh-huh. So we
So when we came home, we're like, oh, we're so tired. And you're like, I gotta lay down. I'm like, no, don't, because it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Don't lay down because
so I downloaded all the kids'
So
photos.
he's downloading the pictures.
And you fall asleep.
I'm sitting there and all of a sudden,
I was like, turned around and I went, I wonder what. Whoa, you're out. You were gone.
so I slept for, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah. Some amount of time for my leg to cramp up. We were sitting on the same couch and you went, good night, and you swept your leg over everything.
Pinned
like,
her in.
Hey, good night. Twitching.
Then we went out to dinner.
Out to dinner.
Well, after an hour of, well, what do you want? Well, it's too far. Well, let's just dream about what's back home.
Yeah, so we're going, oh, Red Robin. Ooh, how about Olive Garden?
So we
Salad
went back to
dressing.
the Hard Rock, which again is so great to have someone we could have a taste of home.
I gotta tell you, that is a well-run place.
It is.
First of all, their staff is fantastic.
They're friendly. They're fun. It's kind of that Dutch Brother vibe, huh?
You can tell that they love working there. That
Yep.
they've got a great management team, good ownership.
Yep.
Because everybody seems like they're taking part in their store, right? It's not like I'm working for somebody. It's like you can tell they
Yeah. Even our waiter from the other day
He came over
was
and
like,
greeted
"Oh,
us.
you came back." Just.
the food.
And it's been the same people every time
Yeah.
we've been in there.
They have the full American menu,
Yeah.
so it's just like going to Hard Rock anywhere in the world,
Yep.
and it's good quality,
Yeah.
really good.
So good.
It's fun. And it's cheap.
Cheap. Yeah.
It's like
Oh, yeah,
$7 each.
It would have been $25 a person at home.
$7 each.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yep. Good. It's good. It's good.
It's good.
I got a door on my bathroom.
Yes, that, I was just gonna say.
My
you got a
bathroom
door.
hasn't had a door. Now
The
it does.
lumberjack came, installed the door.
But the bad thing is he always works with the doors wide open, so there's mosquitoes
Yeah,
today.
we got a little mosquito issue today.
There's 3 or 4 of them
We've
that
got our
are.
mosquito plugs. We should.
We gotta get rid of them. That's why I turned all the lights off in our rooms and then turned these on all at once. Hopefully it'll
Suck the mosquitoes
suck them
up.
out here to the lights, and then we can close our
There's
doors.
probably a
Do
lot.
they do lights? I thought only moths are attracted to light.
Oh,
I think
mosquitoes go to
mosquitoes are
light,
attracted to
to
blood.
heat.
Oh,
They go to light.
okay.
Yeah. They always fly by my monitor.
So, don't you feel itchy now that you start talking about mosquitoes? Not as
no,
bad as when you start
not
talking
when I
about
started
lice.
looking at the lice. Ugh.
That was funny.
I think I have bed bugs though.
Yeah, so I was looking at those pictures last night, and I'm like, oh, check out that hair.
Oh
And I
gosh.
said, this is lice. You're like, that's not. I said, I know lice. I know what they look like.
This kid looked like someone sprinkled powdered sugar on him.
He
like-
had a bad
Oh.
lice problem.
Yeah.
And you know what we all...
I was looking for him today. I couldn't find him.
He's probably at home with a shaved head now. That's why those kids come with short hair.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Because they kind
yeah.
of shave their head. But they...
It's bad.
we all were...
I'm still itchy. Just
Itchy.
even like right now. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it, actually.
ugh.
Lice is not fun.
No, it is not.
Yeah, I mean, you've
I
had
had
it
it
from...
3 times in a row.
3 times in a row, and it's it's not being dirty, right? It's just you happen to be around someone that had lice, or if you do any kind of work with kids,
Yeah.
you're gonna get it. You've gotten it 3 times in a row, and you got thick hair. You
Yeah.
really struggle to get it out. It's awful stuff. Awful.
So now here we are. We're home, and it's 9:20, and we don't have to get up early tomorrow.
We don't know what we're doing though. It's
We talked
retarded.
about. Remember we talked about going to College Street,
Oh, yeah.
and
It just all depends on if we can get around.
Yeah.
I don't know what the transportation situation's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's
Any
not
luck,
like
everybody will be at the parade, and that end will just be open and
Yeah.
smooth
There's
sailing.
nobody in Kolkata.
And the weather was good today. Had a breeze, and it
The
was
breeze
the
kicked.
it was
Breeze
the
is good.
best air we've had.
It was the best air. In the morning,
Yeah.
we actually saw blue sky.
And I could see down the river today. I mean, just, yeah, it was pretty,
So, it's supposed to get a little cooler next week, high 70s.
which means smoke again.
Yeah.
But you know, we've only smoked a couple packs today, the
Yes.
equivalent, where it was 10 packs a day a few days ago.
Yep. Good. Can't wait to find out what happens tomorrow.
But listen, right now it's actually not a horn honking.
No, the road is packed, double parked, all the way down.
So there's no horns and there's no explosions tonight
Yet.
yet.
There's no
Nice.
But you know,
So-
hopefully we don't have the big explosions, which I'm still surprised about, even though they outlawed the crackers, which are the big firecrackers.
And tomorrow we needed to make some content, chopstick guy content.
Actually,
so
yes, we do.
We'll
we
do
need
that.
to do that.
We'll make that our issue. And then Sunday, we're talking about going to the flower market in the morning.
Yeah, we need to do that. The other thing I'd like to see if we can maybe do tomorrow, I don't know if they're open again, but is to walk through the meat market and stuff.
Oh, hog market, yeah. Okay.
That's good stuff. But until then,
That might be a good early morning thing, huh?
Before the hog starts to heat up.
Could be.
Yeah. Before all the tourists get in there.
yeah, all those terse,
Terse. I don't like the terse.
so many terse walking
I
through.
want to be the only white guy.
Yeah.
I want to be special.
I wanna be special.
Because my mom says I'm special. I'm not slow.
All right, until then.
Okay. Because this is going to go downhill fast. Till tomorrow.
See ya.
Signing off.